Hello everybody, this is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout Classic. Well, you'll note that I'm exactly where we left off with the dead skulls, because, and this is really rather amusing. I wound up checking a guide, which I typically don't do on these things, but in this case, I felt I should, because, here's the kicker. It turns out that by killing the skulls the way that I did, we are now persona non grata here in Junktown. And that the minute we go talk to Jan Guard, you're in trouble now. So, yeah, it turns out that I totally did things the wrong way because... And here's the parts that... Well, the first part that's amusing. It turns out that the guards really don't care if you kill the skulls, as evidenced by the fact that we killed Shark and nobody raised a fuss about it. The only member of the skulls that it triggers a firefight if you kill them off, that'd be Sherry, the door girl. Now here's where it gets doubly amusing. This was the save that I loaded before we started the last chapter, and this was just after we finished the fight with Gizmo. Right by Lars, the sergeant of the Junktown Guards, and if we talk to him immediately afterward and ask, I'm looking for a little work. Well, if you're not averse to a little skullduggery, I need someone to get some hard evidence on the skulls, proving that they're involved in illegal activities here. Or you can talk to Kelly, and he might have some work for you. And it turns out that this is what triggers being able to get Sherry to turn evidence against the skulls, and getting the official invitation to go kick some skulls' butt. So I'm going to do a jump cut here, go play back through everything we did in the last chapter, and get to that point so that we can do a proper fight with the skulls, and I don't have to fight my way out of Junktown and never return again. Be right back. Okay, I am back a little bit sooner than I anticipated because something different happened this time. I went back into the scum pit, not the scum bar like I mistakenly said at one point yesterday, but the name still reminds me of the scum bar from the Monkey Island games. But I went back in a little bit sooner when all of these skulls were here before, without beating up Shark. And one of the generic skulls wound up punching Trish the waitress and got gunned down by Neil the bartender, and all of the scum just left saying that they were going to regret this. And this Dead Skulls ganger dropped some gear, which reminds me, I got some better armor. Well, it looks better. Not sure it did him much better. And got a stim pack ready just in case. And oh yes, 3 Nuka-Cola. But interesting little change here is that when she was being beaten up and the fighting broke out, Trish, the waitress, called out the name Saul. So why did you scream about Saul? Saul's my boyfriend. He's really good to me. So she is, in fact, dating Saul the boxer. And I guess I should have better called Saul. And yeah, I've not started talking to Tycho yet. But I confirm that yes, his basic instruction course did in fact raise my outdoorsman skills by 6 points, because it was 28 when or 28 before, and now it's up to 32. So yeah, 5-6 point difference, but still, free skills is free skills. And Killian's asking me to clean up this town. So yay, we have our new heavily armored and heavily armed friend to go with our fancy new armor, which is actually the same as the stuff he's wearing, so woohoo! And I had a chance to talk to Saul yet, but let's see if knowing that Trish is his girlfriend changes stuff up. So yeah, Glow way to the south. Okay, it doesn't look like we get any conversation options from there, but I've had a day pass since I last talked to, and Ian is just standing there. And has not been following us around. So anyway, I had I did talk to oh, and I got 3 points for recruiting Tycho. Neat. Anyway, I talked to Sherry before the whole shootout with Cynthia here last time. So we'll see if she's had a chance to think things over. And she has not. So we have not had a chance to sufficiently had her think over everything with not becoming part of the problem here in this town. So we'll go ahead and rest one more day. And this would probably work better if I didn't have my henchman blocking the door. And yeah, here we go. I need your help. I need your testimony to put the Skulz away for good. You want me to turn in my friends? And then, yes, I need your information. Sorry, forgot to ask. They've been hurting people and they'll go on hurting people unless they're stopped. You changed your life for the better. Now you have a chance to help improve the lives of others, too. Well, I mean, they are my friends, but I guess I shouldn't be allowed to hurt people the way they do. And I guess I trust you since you helped me. All right. So, with Sherry, who the cops apparently really like, now ready to testify. And with us apparently having a much more clear and present danger with the firefight at the bar, we can now run back to the sergeant. I have testimony about the illegal activities that the Skulz are involved in. So you have some info on the Skulz, eh? Yes, that's what I just said, you crew-cutted jackass. And you tell me, against one of them, sure you testified that they're involved in criminal activity. Excellent, I'll pick her up for a few questions, and I'm sure I'll get the information you put them away. Okay, we got 500 experience points for assisting in the elimination of the Skulz gang. Thanks for your assistance. Youngtown's a little bit safer because of your help. Well, I was hoping we'd get to have a firefight or something, but... maybe if we talk to Killian, he'll let us get in on the grand grand fighting to protect the town. You know, what's the point of having a mayor who we're buddy-buddy with if we can't go, you know, earn extra caps by joining a posse?
Well, howdy. What can I do for you today? Well, Junktown's not much, but it's home. From outside, we've had the occasional to-do with the cons, but they've been pretty quiet lately. Well, Junktown's not much, but it's home. Oh, we got tons to do. The scum pit's on the...
Well, I had hoped for something a little bit more action-packed to close this chapter out, but let's see if the rest of the skulls are still hanging around. And, in fact, they have completely cleared out, it seems. Hey, how are you doing? It's been a while. It's been a whole hour. Oh, I'm doing much better, thanks. Do some cooking now at the scum pit and the crash house. It's kind of tiresome some nights, but I do like to cook. And I meet all sorts of interesting people, and I get paid, too. So we have improved Sherry's life for the better. And, actually, we have never talked to this person here. Oh, that's actually Trish. And she's asleep. Thank you for helping Cynthia. She's usually not a problem. Use her for a good night's sleep. On me, but don't ask for another freebie. Well, I already paid for a month in advance. Or a week in advance. Whatever. And just since we are back up to full health, so, that's something at least. One more thing, because we apparently have finished every quest there is to do in Junktown now. Except for one, I remember, and... Ah, yes, here we go. Yep. Eventually, once you find out that Trish and Saul are dating, you're supposed to be able to get a conversation option. I guess you have to wait a day before it comes up. Or you can persuade him to quit doing the fighting. Because I live here, I like boxing, good luck with Trish. I have no desire to go elsewhere. Yes, I've met Trish. She's very important to me, but she doesn't like my boxing. She doesn't seem to understand that's what I want to do. Well, she's concerned for your welfare. She probably can't stand to see you getting beaten up and risking your life for Gizmo. If you don't find a compromise, you could lose her. I never thought about it like that. I figured that she just didn't like boxing. I suppose we'll have to talk to her some more about this. Thanks. You gain 250 points for saving Saul and Trish's relationship. For I am Starman Matt, Frontier Psychiatrist. And that closes the table on Junktown, except so far as we come here to sell our loot. And, yeah, Tycho is hanging around back here for some reason. But with that done, I am going to go clear my inventory out off camera. And next time, we will make our way toward the hub. We will see you then.